Hey guys, this is Frozen 2 and Stranger Things Fanboy 2004 here, and welcome back to a brand new content on my channel. This is my review of something that I've never done before, and yeah, a lot of my friends are doing this kind of content, like they're kind of doing these kinds of reviews. So I thought to myself, why not start it this month? I actually announced in my community post that I was gonna be doing this kind of thing, and yeah, so what am I doing? What I'm doing right now is doing a TV episode review where I review episodes of a TV show. I'm gonna do it more often, but I'm gonna start with this one because oh boy, let's take this to a high note. And yeah, I may rant on some bad episodes. I may talk about some awesome episodes, and yeah, masterpieces like this one. So yeah, I gotta say, happy Stranger Things Day to you all, especially with the Stranger Things fan. Stranger Things is my number one favorite show of all time. I will never change that. Yeah, I've been trying to find my footing on what really is my favorite show of all time, but it's Stranger Things. There is no competition here. Yeah, so yeah. Now for this review, for Stranger Things Day, yes, I did the Stranger Things season 4, The Last of Us chair style, which is probably the best chair style I did. Sadly, the comments turned off in that video, so yeah, if you haven't seen that video yet, go watch it. Yeah, it's phenomenal, and it's the most. And it has the most official chair feel out of all chairs I'm doing. But yeah, for this review, I'm gonna be doing a review on Stranger Things season 4, episode 4, Dear Billy. So yeah, so Dear Billy is directed by Sean Levy, who is in my opinion the best Stranger Things director ever. Fingers crossed that he directs at least 2 episodes in season 5, or at least one. And so basically, Dear Billy, based on the title alone, and if you like kind of remember recall what happened in the end of season 3 when Billy dies, this is a Max episode. Yeah, and Max is not only the best Stranger Things character, but probably my favorite character of all time. Yeah, next to Anna and Elsa, but I think yeah. So yeah, basically the plot for Dear Billy. In the end of episode 3, Max sees the clock, and I'm sure you know that the clock is Vecna's, and if it chimes 4 times, then you're in big trouble. Then trouble happens. But yeah, Max sees Vecna's clock in the end of season 3, but then in season 4, it was revealed that Max was just dreaming. And yeah, Max was just having an episode with Vecna. So yeah, so Max is in grave danger, and all the other Hawkins kids and teens, must protect her. Nancy leads this investigation. Leads this investigation thing with Vecna. Yeah, Steve babysits Max. Yeah, even if Max doesn't like it, they have no choice. And yeah, so and also like some other subplots. We also get the backstory of Victor Creel, who is the Victor Creel, or oh yeah, Victor Creel, who is the only survivor of the Vecna curse. Nancy and Robin investigate how did Vecna survive, how Vecna survived Vecna's attack. I mean, how Victor survived Vecna's attack. Yeah, sorry. And also we get scenes in Russia with Hopper. Yeah, with Murray and Joyce meeting Yuri. Yuri's the key to finding yeah, Hopper. But Yuri's a total a hole, and one of my least favorite Stranger Things characters. And yeah, we see Hopper there in we see Hopper working in Russia, and then yeah, and then we see Max going to and then we see Max visiting his mother, but then Max has an episode with Vecna, and then Max goes, yeah, I think Max writes letters because she knows that she thinks that she might not make it. She has PTSD about her brother Billy. When Max reads her letter to Billy, and then suddenly Max gets cursed by Vecna. And like actually gets cursed, and everyone finds out about that. So Max and yeah, Yeah, I think I'm giving way too much. Yeah, guys, it's just my first time reviewing a TV episode, so it's hard. It's actually hard for me to summarize a plot of the episode because there's so much going on. But this is basically about Max. So yeah, yeah, Dear Billy. So yeah, my now let's talk about my thoughts on Dear Billy. Yeah, Dear Billy is a masterpiece. I love this episode so much. Dear Billy is the best Stranger Things episode ever. Period. In fact, yeah. I know people say the piggyback is the best the season and the best Stranger Things episode in general. I love the piggyback. Don't get me wrong. I love how it feels like an actual movie. It feels like I can be seen on the big screen, and I do know that Stranger Things is coming to the big screen today. So yeah, and sadly I won't be able to watch it because yeah, I'm not from the U.S. and yeah, actually I'm gonna say the finale episode, not the whole show. But yeah, but in my personal opinion, Dear Billy is the best of them all. Yeah, and I think everyone knows that season four is the greatest Stranger Things season ever made. Period. One of the major reasons of why this is the best season is because Max is the main character, and I think that was like probably the best decision they've ever made. Sadly, Max may not be the main character in season five. I heard it's gonna be Will Byers. Yeah. Will Byers is the main character, and he was the main character in season two technically. So it'll be the second time having him in the spotlight. And yeah, but yeah, Max. Yeah, this is feels like an anthem for Max, and yeah, yeah. This is the greatest episode ever put to TV. Period. Like, yo, basically, yeah. This has everything. I mean everything I love about Stranger Things. Just mashed combined into one, and you get Dear Billy. Just phenomenal. Like, where do I even start with this episode? Um, First of all, like I love some of these subplots. Like I love how this episode actually tells us like gives us the Vecna backstory. This episode like gives us more development from Vecna without actually giving away that twist that about who is Vecna, who really is Vecna. But we get to know more about him in this episode. I love Nancy and Robin's chemistry working together, even if they don't hold a candle to Steven Robin, or yeah, I guess you know what I mean. And then Max is Max is really afraid of dying, but she knows that she could die soon from the Vecna curse. So yeah, of course, she writes letters to everyone telling them that Max could die. I mean, just in case. That's probably like the best I understand from it. But yeah, this episode like we really like this episode makes us fall in love with Max. Like this is the episode that made me realize, oh, Max is actually the best character. Yeah, I mean throughout the years, Eleven was my favorite Stranger Things character, but this episode made me realize that the best episode is actually Max. Yeah, Max is the greatest Stranger Things character, and no other characters in the show come close to her. I mean, Max is just everything. Oh yeah, let's talk about Say Sing's performance in this. Her performance is yeah, Emmy winning worthy. Screw the Emmys for snubbing her as Max. I mean, yeah, that sucks. I mean, she could have been even nominated for the People's Choice Award as well. At least Millie Bobby Brown was nominated, but why her and not Say Sing? Yeah, Say Sing is just, yeah, yeah, Say Sing is just perfect. Yeah, especially yeah. Let's take a look at her performance when she reads her letter to Billy. Wow, that is her performance. That's not acting. Yeah, that cannot be acting. That is a real. In fact, that's what I love about Say Sing's performance. It's real. Her performance is just so real in everything she does. Yeah, seeing her cry. Yeah, yeah. It's because of her performance. I cried and I sobbed in that in the Billy grave the cemetery scene. Yeah, that scene made me sob with the tears. One of the most emotional scenes in this show, next to Max's supposed death in strength in the finale. Which by the way I will never get over. Max dying, and yeah, I just love this that moment right here. And we also get and then yeah, and then we actually get the horror element, Max being cursed by Vector. My God, that is the most disturbing and unsettling moment in all of Stranger Things. Yeah, Stranger Things may have been scary in the past, but nothing has been as scary as this scene right here. Now, yeah, maybe considering that I've seen this episode many times, like probably like I've seen this episode like so many times. I'm not really afraid of the that scene. Yeah, that I've seen this episode 5 times now, and I've seen Stranger Things season 4 just 2 times. And I'm definitely gonna rewatch the entire Stranger Things season 4 in my birthday. But this episode I watched it 5 times, no joke. And yes, and yeah, that episode is just scary. Seeing that the Billy is talks to Max. The Billy says that Max is actually lying, and yeah, she wasn't really telling the truth. And then he turns out to be Vecna. Yeah, we see fear in Max's eyes. Max is not acting. She actually is scared. And because yeah, you know why? Because Sadie is not Sadie. Sadie is Max. That's really how it's like. Yeah, Sadie Sink is Max. She's not herself. And, that's just how perfect her performance is. And yeah, we get to see we actually get to see the Vecna world for the first time, and my gosh, it looks absolutely gorgeous. I've heard some people say that the season the visuals and CGI in the season looks ugly. I'm sorry, but explain yourselves. I mean, it's just your opinion, but I don't see how bad it is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just probably it looks like it's probably the most expensive show ever made. Yeah, yeah, of course maybe I'm wrong with that because I think the Lord of the Rings of Power is the most expensive show ever made. But damn, that looks beautiful. And yeah, I just love it. And also and also yeah, and then we get to what I consider, in my opinion, the greatest moment in all of entertainment media history. Period. Maxa escaping Vecna. Maxa escaping Vecna's curse. Yeah, Maxa. Yeah, I'm so happy for Max to survive. But yeah, but the way how they handle this scene is just yeah brilliant, and probably the best scene ever. Period. Where do I even start with this? First of all, yeah, the kids find out that Max they need to play Max's favorite song to survive Vecna, and then we play running up the hill. Yeah, running up the hill is nowadays now my favorite song of all time. Period. Even if I love the Frozen 2 songs, running up the hill is my favorite song now. I totally agree with Max on that one, and yeah, I just can't stop listening to that song and seeing Max actually run away from and no, I mean no. Before that, and I actually teared up in that scene. Yeah, I'm seeing like how Max yeah, I'm seeing how seeing Max the flashbacks of Max's life with the Hawkins kids. That is a brilliant moment. Some probably one of the best ways to use a flashback because we see that um Max that Max isn't ready to die by showing flashbacks. Max actually remembering the life she had with the Hawkins kids and how her life has changed from there. Yeah, she went from being having a miserable life with Billy to actually like having great memories with the Hawkins kids. So that's why how she didn't really want to die and you can clearly see that throughout the episode that Max was kind of suicidal. Like that's the reason why she wrote a suicide note to her friends. That's why she wrote the letter because she actually I think she thought of committing suicide, but then that scene, the moment right there made Max realize that she isn't ready to die, and then we see Max actually running like trying to fight for her life, trying to fight to stay alive, and then like we see like the camera fading, thinking that oh no what's gonna happen, like a lot of people actually including myself thought that Max was actually going to die in that scene. Oh, but turns out Max actually they actually show Max actually waking up and then seeing that and seeing the Hawkins kids feel relief that Max is alive. That was a brilliant way to end the season. Not actually like giving us like ending the episode and then saying oh my gosh what's gonna happen in episode 5. Yeah, that was but not that episode actually subverted my expectations because they could have ended with Max actually running, still running, and then maybe have her wake up in the next episode in the start. But no, turns out that they actually went for the brilliant route. And yeah, wow, this episode is brilliant, brilliant. It's phenomenal. Best episode ever. And the best thing in entertainment. This and the piggyback are probably the best pieces of entertainment media I've ever seen. The best things in the media. Not sure if I would say Stranger Things season 4 is the best thing in the media, and I still would prefer Frozen 2 slightly better than Stranger Things, but yeah, this episode phenomenal. I love everything about this episode. I will not stop. I will never get tired of the episode. I will never ever get tired of Max running from Vecna, and yeah, this is yeah. So yeah, I don't rate episodes, so I'll just leave it right there. So yeah, what's your opinion on Dear Billy? Who agrees that Dear Billy is the best Stranger Things episode? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for another Stranger Things video because Stranger Things Day is not over yet for me. So yeah, bye guys.